Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesday's maths lesson. Well done for your work on Times Table Rockstars yesterday. We saw you got lots of points. Now today, it's all about the 10 times table, okay? In year 2, you need to know the 2 times table, the 5 times table and the 10s. Today is just the 10s, okay? So, Mr. Lake. Right, here we go. Let's do this. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Right, so I'm going to draw out 10 dots.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's we know. First of all, that's not the simplest way of presenting what we're doing here, anyway, is it? Because we just got loads and loads of tens. Well, actually, should we just count up how many tens we've got?
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 lots of 10, which I know because I know my 10 times table is 110.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's just check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110.
Do you know what I think with that one as well? That might be a fact because some facts in your times tables you're quicker at than others, right? I think with that one, easiest way of doing that, rather than going 10, 20, 30, 40, 10 times 10 is 100, 11 times 10 is 110.
Yeah.
Done.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just a little trick for you there, a little hack.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, there's a quick, remind me about that later. Right, no, and of course you could have also written 11 times 10, or you could just put 10 times 11.
Same thing.
Okay, great. Now, right, let's quickly go through it. Socks, please, Mr. Lake. Right, let's go.
10,
20,
30,
40,
50,
60,
70,
80,
90,
100,
110,
120.
130.
Yeah, okay, let's now just say 1 times 10 is 10.
2 times 10 is 20.
3 times 10 is 30.
4 times 10 is 40.
5 times 10 is 50.
6 times 10 is 60.
7 times 10 is 70.
8 times 10 is 80.
9 times 10 is 90.
10 times 10 is 100.
11 times 10 is 110.
12 times 10 is 120.
Bosh. Right.
Nice times table, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we all like that. It's nice and easy. Practice that at home a few times before you continue the rest of the lesson, please. So you might want to pause it now. Great. Okay, right. Let's move on, Mr. Lake. So, now, yesterday I showed you an array, didn't I, with those
You did, yeah.
red circles.
With the dots, yeah.
So here we've got another array, right? So I want to know how many bananas are here, okay?
Okay.
So
I can see all these, if I look at it like this, all these groups are the same size, aren't they?
yeah.
There's the same number of bananas in each group. So I could, rather than count up, I could count up every banana there. But that's probably not the easiest
It'll
way
take
of doing
ages.
it,
If you
is
go
it?
1, 2, 3, 4, we'll get it wrong.
Yeah, and that's the thing, yeah.
Right, well let's split it into, I don't know, we could split it, just split this, right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, then groups of 10.
That's handy.
So, what are the chances of that? Right, there we go. There's a group of 10. One group of 10. 2, 3 groups of 10. 4 groups of 10. All right, so there's 5 groups of 10. So
Yeah.
it's 5 groups of 10.
Yep.
Or sometimes you write it like this. 10 5 times. Okay, so it's 50.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We know
20, 30, 40,
it's
50.
50.
50.
Right, 50. Bosh. So that is a quick way of working out how many things are in an array. Great. Okay, and again, I mean, we could, so let's move on. Right. Jaffa cakes. Great. I don't know if you can see, but there's 10 Jaffa cakes in each packet here. So, Mr. Lake, how many Jaffa cakes do we have?
I love Jaffa cakes. Well, the beauty is, as they're in packs of 10, I don't need to count every single Jaffa cake in the box. I can just go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So, I have 6 boxes. Each box has 10, so I've got 6 groups of 10, 60 in total.
Great. Could be written like this. 10 6 times 60. Okay, great. Basically the same thing. Now, let's say we better share them actually. We need to divide them up with all the adults in year 2.
Yeah.
So we need to share them because we've got, let's say there's one for me, obviously.
Yep.
One for you.
Yep.
one for Mrs. Lee,
Yep.
one for Mrs. Peed, one for Mrs. Frost, and one for Mrs. Clay.
Yep.
Okay, well should we just share the packs out?
Yep.
Probably have a pack each. So, right, one for me. Right, okay. Not the
I've
bit.
got a brilliant idea, Mr.
Yeah.
Fenn.
Shrink them down. There we go. Yeah, Mr. Well, Mr. Lake, you take control of the station here. So one for
Okay, so one for
me, one for Mrs. Lee, one for Mrs. Lee, one pack for Mrs. Clay, one pack for Mrs. Peed, and one pack for Mrs. Frost. Okay.
shared out 6.
So we shared out 6 packs of what we had there, because we had 60, didn't we?
Yep.
And then we divided them between 6 people, and that means each person gets, well, how many is it a biscuit? Is it a cake?
The age-old debate.
That is the question. How many Jaffa cakes does each person get?
10.
10, okay.
10 in each pack.
So hopefully you remember from that picture from yesterday, where if we know 6 times 10, we also know 10 times 6, and we just know 60 divided by 6. And Mr. Lake, if we were to have this one, 60 divided by 10, the answer must be
6.
Great. Okay, now let's look at these. Right, so we're going to do our times table rock stars in a minute. You'll get questions that look a bit like this. Right, 2 times 10, so 2 lots of 10 is
20. 10, 20.
great. Right, 10 times 3, so you can think of that as 3 lots of 10.
Yep. 30.
Great, you're very good at this. 10 lots of 8, 10 times 8 is
80.
okay. Oh, 8 times 10, same thing.
So it's also 80.
Okay, right. Now this one, just slow down a bit because I'm not as quick as you in this. Right, 50 divided by 10. Right, well, what times table facts do I know that can help me out? Right, I know 5 times 10 is 50. 5 lots of 10 is 50, yeah?
Yeah.
So 50 divided by 10 must be just that 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna, yeah, if you think back to that picture we showed you yesterday, that explains why that is the case, okay?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Great. 110 divided by 11. Right, well you've just been over this times table, haven't you?
Yeah, so I know that 11 times 10 is 110. So I've got there 11, 10, 110. So 110 divided by 11
Has
must
to be
10.
Great. Cool. And then 70 divided by 10. Right, well I know 7 times 10 is 70, so the answer must be 7, okay? If that's a bit confusing, look back at yesterday's lesson, look at that picture with all the red circles, it explains what's happening. Right, now, today, okay, we have changed your times tables on Times Table Rockstars. So yesterday all the questions were the 2s. Today all the questions will be something to do with the 10 times table. So now I want you to log on and I want you to play Times Table Rockstars. Okay, and the more you play, the more points you get. Okay, so some of you might just play for a short time, some of you play for quite a long time. Okay, the longer the better. The longer you play, the quicker you will get. Remember what I said yesterday, you might be a bit slow today, that's fine, that's normal.
Absolutely, yeah.
It takes practice to get quick, especially with those tricky those division ones.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be the hard ones.
We're not used to saying, maybe like 7 times 10.
70.
It's easy, but when you've got like 70 divided by 7 or 70 divided by 10, you've got to have to stop and think, okay? Have fun with it. We will be checking to see how many points you get for your team today. So yeah, please do, especially if you're in 2PF, please play. I want to win.
Same for TCL.